Okay, now I might have to plug my ears because my little baby Talia is in her house for the morning. It's 7:42 a.m. October 12th, 2024. So if I have to plug, my ears is what I'm talking about. It is because my baby cat doesn't like to be put in her house. She gets put in the house for about an hour every morning. She doesn't like it. So she protests that. That's okay. It's not any sort of abuse or neglect. It's just a cat that doesn't like to be in a little cage. The cage has clean, fluffy, soft blankets. Like there's nothing wrong with the cage. It's just Talia doesn't like it. Okay, so if that starts, I can't control it. She's my little baby, but she still is a vet. A military officer is her dad. Okay, so I know that because I tend to want to keep her. No. And if I stood in the way of that, it's against the law of God and angels. I know I sound weird, right? I listen to all this heavy metal and I talk about God, but that's just me, all right? I can't stand in the way of God. So and how cruel would that be? She's someone's cat who loves her and I decide to keep her. No. But she's really, really great. And anyone would want to, but I know I can't do that. All right, so having said that about Talia, the other issue at hand is when I do this report, all of the psychotics in the city with their motorcycle gangs that go 24 hours a day. I've never been anywhere like this. It's like a big motorcycle event, 365 days a year. Oh, no, I'll never forget it. And 24 hours a day. You don't know how many packs are coming, how many solo riders are coming. It's all the time. It is horrendous here, and I never forget it. And then along with the motorcycles is a car show. Like you normally buy a ticket for an event, and they've got the bright colored cars and mufflers, and yeah. That goes down the road everywhere here too. And then don't forget, you have your 6 and 8 wheeled vehicles, massive semi-trucks, trucks, trailers, so on and so forth. So this is absolute horrendous living hell here. And for these fucking psychotics in this town to tell me that I'm imagining their street traffic and I'm just imagining my entire world and the environment that I live in has pushed the envelope too far. They just pushed it a bit too far here, with the claiming that it's all a delusion on my behalf. Go ahead, keep saying I'm imagining semi-trucks and it's all just in my mind. So I just said the time and I want to do the intro the best I can with the noises that pop up. I don't have the sound machine blasting through the whole report because that can be distracting, but that's how I freaking live here. I slept to that thing again. You have to. You're not going to get any rest here with these beasts. I'm not allowed to talk about what the beast of DC were doing last night. Only that I had to blast my sound machine to fall asleep at all. And then when I do and I can block them out, I fall fast asleep. What kind of fucking city is this? I've been asking that since I moved here. Okay, so with the time that I put up, okay, here we come. Here we come. We can hear them. They're coming. They're about a block away and they're going vroom. There's some sort of stop sign revving really loud. It's incredible. They do it all the time, so I'm pretty good at hearing them come down, and then they come and they get louder and louder and louder. And if they stop here on 15th and S, they rev about 3 times in a row, and then they go down the road like they're racing. These are fucking maniacs here. I know that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's just continue. I've been hit with an incredible evil poison, gas, chemical weapon, bioagent, whatever it is, since I got up. And I am to report this. I heard one of them. It was a woman. She called my name and then she went, ah. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time before I'm going to see or start to hear like big things. And that happened today. And God said, no, I want you to report it, which is cool. Because like with the walkie-talkie, I never get to do that. So this is what happened. I'll never forget it. And no, neither would you if you were me. So anyone who's in the good newspaper business, which is not the West. The West is over. So like, other countries, there's a handful. There's many countries that I don't want to sit here and list all the countries. This would be silly. That have nice people working to cover the news. I do expect to eventually at some point talk to some of you, and you have every right to ask me questions. So, but I have to get it cleared what I can tell you from the generals and the military. You know that too. Everybody's a reasonable person here. So, but at that point, once I know what to say, absolutely, we're going to cover some things and put it in the paper. The surveillance evidence, all the evidence that the generals and the top cats in the military have, wait till you get that. That's going to change the world, because it was so violent here and so barbaric, and what they were doing was all taken as evidence. It is really serious. It's no question. I'm a witness to it, and so on and so forth. So, and these are real military agents, like they have major security clearance. You know that. Everyone knows the ranks and how this works in military. So, and a lot of them are United States citizens. They're in the good U.S. military that did not try to make a coup attempt. So, like, that's what you need to just remember is coming your way down the pike here. And right now I'm trying to do a report to this, a testimony to this. So whoever that was that I heard, the heroes know. They've got it all under evidence, and however they take this evidence for legal military tribunals and all the things they do. All right? They've got it, dude. They don't miss a beat. They check all the list. Check, 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 check. So it's cleared here, dude. They don't need to play games with what's been happening in Washington, D.C. All right, here comes a really loud muffler. Yeah, you prove yourself, man. Okay. During the first poisoning that I experienced, there was some things and stuff that happened in the house, but I can't talk about it, okay? I'm not able to do a tell-all book here, but I am able to say this. Once I experienced the poisoning and went racing to the bathroom, and the pain I'm going through is horrendous. So, like I said, I know I like to chat, so please bear with me. I'm lonely in here too. But like I said, when I talk to decent newspaper press people, I'm not going to forget this, and neither would you if you were me. So don't worry about it. Plus, the good guys have all this evidence, so all they've got to do is cover it with me, jog my memory. Look, I'm not going to forget 1 minute or second of 95% of everything that happened in here. No, it's too fucking scary. You don't forget shit like this in your life. Okay, so I heard, after I went in the bathroom racing and just in agony, utter hell, I heard a woman somewhere in this property, could have been floor 1 or floor 3. That's how I couldn't tell. My bathroom door was closed, but I know what I heard, okay? And I would tell one of the top agents this, but they don't need me to. They're in here saving my life. But I'm like concrete on this. I know what I heard. So there was events that went on right before the poisoning, can't talk about. All I can say is the poisoning. I go racing, and while I'm in there with the bathroom door closed, I hear a woman go, Heidi! She called my name. It was a female. I could describe the voice, but this is all surveyed. Like, who knows how these top cat agents are taking the evidence in here. So I don't need to describe, get into detail. I heard the woman call my name, and then she went, let me just do the whole thing. About a minute or less, within the first minute of going in the bathroom in utter, total agony and terror, the terror you go through, I heard a woman go, Heidi. All right, so the woman called my name and then made some dying gasp with her mouth. I fucking heard that. Now, how the fuck do you think I'm making this up? I'm not. And that's what I said while I'm chatting here in my report. It's only a matter of time that I'm going to see these fucking bodies and start to really hear a lot of things like that. I'm going to see who knows what. Could be bodies. It could be who knows what I'm going to fucking come into contact with besides the poisons. I already see the lab rats everywhere. Yeah. I cannot talk about the lab rats today. I'm forbidden. So yeah, that was the first poisoning. And with everything that happened after that, I cannot talk about this house, but it's been unforgettable fucking whoa, holy wow. I'm sorry I cuss, but it throws me off when I can't talk about anything, and I start to say amazing things and then I have to stop even saying anything. My speech and my word recall is so shot. The public only hears me say, I. I know that. And then they hear me say thing, stuff. I can't fucking talk anymore. And then on top of that, there's like most of it I can't talk about anyway. So it's a struggle because you want to do the right thing. These military agents are saving my life without any doubt. There's massive stuff that I can't report. And so I don't want to say the wrong thing. So I can't talk about anything else besides that creep terrorist female hollering my name in this house somewhere right before she died. And I don't feel sorry for a terrorist. There is no negotiation with terrorists and there's no deal making with terrorists. All right. And I was poisoned again this morning, brutalized and gruesomely poisoned. Plus, they terrorized me. So I hope they enjoyed it. All right, goodbye.